Hey, career professionals. Just want to jump on here again to talk to you guys about how to get a new high-paying job. And so, one of the topics I want to talk about today is how you can get make a career change. And so, let me just make sure that you guys can hear and see me here. Okay, you can see. Okay. So, if you're watching live, you can go ahead and type live in the comments. And if you're watching a replay, go ahead and type replay as well. And so, so I'll just go start off by introducing myself. I am Amanda Bryant, and I'm a career coach and professional resume writer. And so, what I do is I show career professionals how to get new high-paying jobs that pay them between $100,000 and $400,000 per year. And so, guys, if you hear some noise in the background, please excuse that noise. They are doing some yard work out there. Um, if you're watching live, make sure that you type live in the comments, but also hit that button that's right above this video that will let me know who you are. And so it'll say StreamYard.com/Facebook. Go ahead and hit that button so that I know who it is that's actually coming. All right, yeah, I've been doing this for about 15 years now, showing people how to get clear on the type of job that they want, how to write resumes that's actually going to work for them, that actually gets to the hiring manager's desk, and then also how to interview with confidence so that you would be ready to respond in any tough interview situation, and then also how to exit that job search process ultimately with the highest income possible. And so that's what I do. And so I get a lot of people ask me about how I got a lot of people ask me about how they can actually change careers, because right now it's one of those things where people are using this as an opportunity to jump into something completely new. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today. And so if you know anyone that could benefit from what I'm sharing right now, that can benefit from anything that I share in this private community, go ahead and hit that invite button and invite them over to this private community. Once we reach 1,000 members here in this community, I am going to bring someone on, an expert, to talk about how you can create additional streams of income that can benefit from you. All right, all right. And so if you are watching live here with me, go ahead and hit that link that's up above and leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, let me know that you are here so that I can see actually who you are. And so it looks like Jarmo and Omar is watching. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. And so thank you guys for joining. Yeah, when you start to feel burned out, or it's really time to, either make a change, or it's either time to make a change for you, or it's time to sit still and just reflect on what's been going on, for the past, since March. So we've all been, going through the same global pandemic. And so you can really be affected by something like that. And so if you are affected by the pandemic, then you want to take that time to just really sit back and reflect and see if you need to make a career change, or maybe you just need to take a vacation, or, do something. And so when you start to feel like that, take some time to, hi, Omar, how are you? Go ahead and hit that link up above so that I can see who you are. Thank you for joining. It might just be time for you to take a break. So like back in March, for me, more so in April, I actually took a break. You guys probably didn't notice because I was still marketing and things like that. But yeah, so I took a break for about 4 weeks straight, so that I can take in everything that was going on around me as well. And so I wanted to share that with you, because you should be doing that, from time to time. If you're constantly working, constantly working on a job, and you're working these long hours and things like that, and you really get to a point where you're starting to feel burned out, but you know that you love the job that you're doing right now. Take some time to really reflect on that. Do you want to move to a new career, or do you want to or do you just really need to just take a break from what you're doing right now? Hi Ian, how are you? Thank you for joining me. And so you might just need to take a break. If you come to the realization that you would really want to change careers, that's what I'm going to talk to you about today in this live session. And so, if you where are you in your job search? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you updating your resume? Are you actively looking for a job, or you want to get as much information as you can so that you can get a job? Let me know where you are in your job search right now in the comments below. And so while you guys are typing in the comments, so one of the first things that I want to point out to you is to begin to ask yourself, when you do, start feeling burned out, I want you to begin to ask yourself, hi Valentine, how are you? And so begin to ask yourself what it is that you would rather do, in a new career. What are some of the things that other people say that you are really good at? But I will be mindful of what other people say you should do. But keep in mind your top skills. Most of the time, when people tell you something that you should do, they also know what you're really good at, and so that's what you want to. And so that's what you want to make note of, and take everything with a grain of salt when you do get that information. And so when you do get that information, you will know how you should move forwards. And so that's the same thing with when you were looking for information online. You Google your question, how to update your resume or whatever the case may be, and then and whatever the case may be, and you will find out that you will get a ton of different responses to your question. And so you want to take all of this information with a grain of salt so that you won't fall into an information overload. And so to answer, you want to answer this question for yourself: what are you really good at? And so if you're watching live, make sure that you type live in the comments. If you're watching a replay, make sure that you type replay as well. But before you leave a comment during the live session, make sure you do hit that link that's up above this video. And so and then in step one, you want to write down what are your top three strengths. One of the things that I do with my clients is to pull out what their top strengths are and what they're really good at. And so you want to really take some time to figure out what that is, because what you'll find that with those top skills, you'll be able to transfer over into many different industries. I have clients that are in human resource, for example, human resources, for example, that want to transfer over into information technology, for example. And I would just go through and find out what their transferable skills are, but of course, starting with their top three skills first. So first, find out what it is that you really want to do, and then also find out what your top three skills are. And so for number two, which is going to be one of the most important things that you should do at any time throughout your job search, is when you see information here in this private community posted online or any of the social media sites that I post on, if you see some information that will help you in your job search, go ahead and take action on that information. Don't wait to apply that information to your job search. If you know that you need to complete a certain assessment to find out information about what type of job you should get, and I've already shared that information here in this community, go ahead and take action on that. If you've already started working on your resume, updating your resume, and you see something that you think should go on your resume, or you saw my post about using JobScan, then go ahead and use JobScan right away. Go ahead and take action on your job search, on your resume, on finding out what your salary, how much you should be paid in that position that you're in. And there's many different ways to figure it out. But of course, I got a step-by-step process that you can follow that I've been sharing with all of my clients. And so, in taking action, you want to map out a plan. You don't want to just jump out there blindly, just looking for information that you don't want to just jump out there blindly, because your job search can end up all over the place. And mainly the main thing you want to do when it comes to your job search is to focus on your dream career. And so if you want to change careers, you want to focus on what that job is that you really want to do. And so, and tip number 3 that I'm going to share with you here is is self-care. Focus on self-care. And so I personally got a morning routine that I follow on a consistent basis. Well, I try to be as consistent as possible with it. But I don't do the same thing back to back, but I do have a morning routine that I follow that I also share with my clients that help them make breakthroughs in their career. And so that's going to be one of the most important things is self-care, because you can fall into a job search depression, throughout your job search. So, when you're getting those rejection emails, which you will get from recruiters and hiring managers for various different reasons. And so in that program, I break down the reasons that you will get rejected and how you can overcome those different rejections from recruiters and hiring managers, or if you're applying for jobs online. If you were like myself, I applied for 100 different jobs online and didn't get the responses that I wanted. So I'm going to show you how to navigate that process. And so, as you're probably aware from this session today, I'm sorry. And so, as you're probably aware from this session today, your job search is going to be more than a resume. It's going to be about self-care, getting absolutely clear on the type of job that you want, writing a resume that is going to work for you. And so, in that program, I do talk about how you can change careers if that is a goal for you. And so if you're looking to switch to a new career, you're not really sure how to do that with a clear step-by-step process, I want you to let me know in the comments below, or send me a private message, and I'll walk you through and find out if this program is a good fit for you. And so it is a 6-week program that will talk about from beginning to end how you should, the exact steps you should follow in order to get a new high-paying job. Chances are there's someone else in the program already that's already in a situation that you're in. And so I do pair you guys together so that you could have that process, so that you can overcome any mistakes that you've already made and prevent you from, making any further mistakes in your job search. And so it's a 6-week program, and each week we will jump on a live Zoom call, and it will last around between an hour to an hour and a half, going over that week's content, and then also opening up to a live Q&A at the end. And then after that, we will go into, you'll have access to your member portal when you get your username and also your password. And then you also get access to a group that's similar to this one that will talk about, that will be all of the members that are in this program, that have been in the program over the past 10 to 15 years. And so, yeah, if you feel like, if you're actively looking for a new high-paying job right now, and you want a clear and step-by-step process that you can follow, I want you to make sure that you do check out this program. And so for a quick recap today, the first thing that you want to do in order to change careers is to find out exactly what it is that you want to do. What do you want to do? And so you've probably fell into this thing where you're starting to feel burned out, in your current job and things like that. So find out first what it is that you want to do, and take into consideration what other people say that you are really good at. And so that's how I got where I am today in my career as a career coach. People were coming to me on a consistent basis, asking me what it is that they should do, how to write their resume, and that sort of thing. And so take that into consideration, but also make sure that you take it with a grain of salt as well. And so in that, you will find out what your top 3 skills are, what you are really good at. And then take action. And so show up for your job search the same way you will want that recruiter hiring manager to show up for you. Take action on the information that I share here in this private community as well. and focus mainly on your dream career when it comes to you actually writing your resume. Make sure you're focusing your job search on the things that you really want. And so, I'll share a quick story about, a client that, someone that came to me before working with me. They had a position that opened up for them, but they were at that 4 month mark. And so you want to make sure they were at that 4 month mark, and they actually end up quitting their job search because they fell into a job search depression, and they end up missing out on that opportunity that was actually presented to them. And so don't give up at that 4 month mark either. I see that a lot. And a lot of my clients do land jobs between 1 week and 4 months just by applying the steps that I show you. Everyone moves at their own pace. Some people come in, get the information that they need, and then get a job. Some people, they go through everything, all of the steps that I show them, and they hold on to it for a little while until they're actually ready, until they're in the right place, either personally or whatever the case may be, before they actually move forwards with their job search. So what we do is we meet you exactly where you are in your job search right now to help you quickly advance in your career in the quickest, shortest time frame possible. And so if you're actively looking for a high paying job, and then you are an action taker, go ahead and send me a private message. I will be happy to help you guys. And then also, don't forget to check out the free content that you could get in the YouTube community, as well as youtube.com/ABcareerMatch. And then, so let me know if there's anything else that you guys would like me to talk about. I will be happy to jump in here and share it with you guys. And so you can let me know that down in the comments below. You can send me a personal message, whatever the case may be. I will be happy to help you. And I will see you guys again soon.